Now, first things first, Young Thug's conversation with police is way before this Rico situation. This conversation is taking place because Lil Wayne's tour bus had just recently been shot up by a man named Pee Wee Roscoe. Basically, police were trying to connect some dots, okay? So they bring in Young Thug and they tell him, Young Thug, tugga, as some may refer you as, you don't need to talk to us. They stress to Tugga that he does not need to speak to them. Young Thug says, no, I want to. The police kick things off by being real cool, you know? Officer goes, man, I listen to your music. Thug goes, really? He says, yeah, man, you want some food? You hungry? Thug goes, yeah, I can use some food. He said, man, get my boy some food. That's Tugga. Nah, but seriously though, you know Pee Wee Roscoe? Thug goes, I mean, they said, write that down. Thug said, Officer said, oh, don't worry about that. That's just a formality. And therein lies the issue. You see, the problem with Young Thug speaking to police and people speaking to police without lawyers present is because you don't know what the police are looking for. At this point, the police seem to be looking for a general framework as to what they wanted to work with of the goings on in Atlanta, in a sense. To build a sort of a file, it's hard to know why police are asking certain questions. For example, the police say, okay, so Young Thug, you don't really know Pee Wee Roscoe like that. Young Thug says, that's what I said, I don't. They say, okay, but Pee Wee Roscoe says that you paid him to shoot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. Young Thug says, man, Pee Wee Roscoe ain't said that. They said, I thought you ain't know. Young Thug said, they said, write that down. How can you speak to somebody that you don't know? What's going on? Write that down. Young Thug said, I ain't say that like, I'm just saying he wouldn't say that. I just know he wouldn't say that. They said, cool. At the end of the call, Young Thug says, hey, if y'all want to know any more information, just hit me up. But don't tell people that I spoke to you. They said, Young Thug, you think we walk around telling people after we broke bread with you, we sat here, we ate with you, we listened to your music, we like this. Fingers crossed. Thug said, okay, we tight. Y'all not gonna tell the world. They said, fingers crossed, we not gonna tell the world. And well, this videotape recently was released.